The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live. It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Pregame, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GN Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome out to Caney, Kansas. We're at Caney High School for tonight's Kansas Class 3A Sub-State semifinal matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Galena Bulldogs. Out there on the floor right now, Riverton and Frontenac, and they're locked in a 62-46 battle with Riverton out front here with 1:38 left to play. We're getting set for the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show as we talk keys to the game, starting lineups as we move closer to tip-off, which should be about probably about 7:30 here in Caney. We'll step away for a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball finally on Girard Sports Live.
Crockett has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Crockett employees, for making us the best.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Mathis Drug continues to be the area's choice when it comes to your family's health and wellness. New ownership, but the same commitment to community you've come to expect from Mathis Drug. Now offering medication synchronization. Get all your monthly meds at the same time at the same place. Mathis Drug.
Hi, I'm Bria Scheibe, pharmacist and new owner of Mathis Drug Store. Stop in today and ask us about medication synchronization.
Mathis Drug, still locally owned and operated. Call 620-724-4313.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back to Caney High School, Caney, Kansas. Caney Bullpups, the Riverton Rams out in front of the Frontenac Raiders, 65-46 here with under a minute to play fourth quarter. Looks like Riverton will advance, and they'll play the winner of Girard and Galena coming up here in the nightcap. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crawcan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crawcan has to offer at ckt.net. All right, this is the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. All right, Jess. Whew, this was a back and forth affair, and then Riverton, they jumped out early. Frontenac fought their way back, and then Riverton pulled away again. That's where we are here in this fourth quarter. Coming up next, Trojans and the Bulldogs from Galena. Girard coming in at 15-5, 10-2 in the CNC. Galena 10-11. Last time these two teams met, Trojans won at 44-37 back on January 30th at Galena. And then earlier this season, Trojans won at 53-41 in Girard back on December 8th of last year. Trojans have won their last 3, winners of 7 of their last 8. Galena, they've won their last 2, but that last Trojan win back on the 30th kind of marked the beginning of a big losing streak for Galena. They lost 6 in a row, but starting to bounce back here a little bit down the stretch when you want to start playing better. And Jess, you got to think this is a game here tonight that the Trojans, even though it's a neutral floor, you want to jump out in front and kind of keep that traveling Galena crowd out of it.
Oh, heaven, Jess, and we all know how these Trojan boys have traveled here this season, so we hope they can break that curse and get off the bus and get started early.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We'll step away for another break. This one getting ready to wrap up. Riverton's going to win it. And so if the Trojans can take care of business tonight, they'll face Riverton in the final on Saturday, as the Rams get a convincing win over Frontenac. 18-point win, and they'll advance. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're getting set to watch the Trojans and the Galena Bulldogs coming up on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field. especially for those that are stuck, well, out standing in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at GirardMedicalCenter.com.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer rock leveling and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
Welcome back to Caney High School, Caney, Kansas. It's Caney Valley High School, actually, in Caney, Kansas. Getting set for tonight's sub-state semifinal matchup between the Trojans and the Galena Bulldogs. These two teams have faced off already this year, the Trojans winning both of those. A 44-37 win back on the January 30th, and then a 53-41 win for the Trojans back on December 8th. Trojans have won their last 3, and they've won 7 of their last 8. The winner will go on to play Riverton on Saturday evening. Here in Caney, and some CNC League games. We could have just met in Cherokee, but instead we'll drive 2.5 hours out to the west to settle this one out here in oil country. And wouldn't have it any other way, Jess.
Nope.
Beautiful drive out here today.
Scenic drive. Independence has grown since I drove through that town. I'll just be honest.
How long has it been, Jess?
A few years, but
you didn't stop and go to the zoo?
No, but you get to the car dealerships. I always thought that was about the end of town, but there's a Walmart and new hotels. A whole bunch of new stuff.
That's old stuff, man. Yeah, that's old stuff.
Been a while.
Yeah. So you didn't come through Coffeyville either, then?
No.
All right. Might have to go home through Coffeyville, see how things have changed there. Of course, the winner of this one plays Saturday. The girls play tomorrow night. They take on Riverton. Trojan girls coming in 15-6, coming off that big win, 62-3 over Baxter in the opening round. Baxter had 3 points at halftime, and the Trojans held them scoreless in that second half. Ran off with the win. Riverton defeated Caney 47-30. I believe that was here. So the folks from Riverton are wearing a groove in Highway 166, getting out here this week. But, yeah, their girls are 11-10 on the year. Trojans have won both matchups with Riverton this year. And so we look forward to that one. Both of those were pretty tough games. And we'll talk more about that coming up tomorrow, but we got boys action coming up here in just a little bit. We'll step away for another break. We come back, we'll talk starting lineups. We're getting closer to tip-off here in Galena. The Trojans here in Caney. Trojans and the Galena Bulldogs getting set to face off. Some sub-state action coming up right after this on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Welcome back to Caney Valley High School, Caney, Kansas, for tonight's Kansas Class 3A Sub-State semifinal matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Galena Bulldogs. I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me Jess Murphy, and we're set up way up here at the top of the bleachers, as you can tell by the objects and people between us and the game. We apologize for that. We're going to do the best with what we got, and that's all any of us can do. And bring in Jess Murphy. And Jess, it's a nice little gym here in Caney. Nice and bright with the white walls. Not the greatest camera setup for us. We got railings and iPads and whatnot in the way, but if you'll bear with us, we'll tell you what's happening. And I've had worse.
It took me a minute to figure out what door to come in, but
I came in the wrong door.
Parking lot was pretty full, but that's a good sign. Good for the city of Caney, I suppose.
Yep. Bad news for those kids working at Sonic, probably, but
but it's a nice facility. I was down there, walked across the floor a little bit when I was talking to the coach, and looks like there's not a big backdrop. The shooters should be good.
Yeah, pretty similar, not too different than most of the gyms these guys play in.
Yep.
All of these schools, actually. And the stage on the end, it should make these Droid boys feel right at home.
Yep. Hopefully, man, we got to get out of here with a win. It's pretty. Come to these single elimination tournaments, it just makes me nervous.
Yep.
Every time here.
Yep. And the strategy for beating Galena, of course, is you got to stop Jack Perry, and he stirs the drink for them. And if you can keep him off the board, you're just going to go a long way towards a victory.
Right, and like we say, we saw the emergence of Scott Moore the other night. He's been getting better and better every game, it seems like. So get the guards to share the ball and penetrate and dish and work inside out, move without the ball. I'm excited, Josh. I really am.
And this is the time of year where, Coach Westcott kind of separates himself from the rest of the crowd. And I'm sure he's got some tricks up his sleeve for tonight as well. But ultimately, it's more Jimmys and Joes than it is X's and O's. So let's go ahead and take a look at those starting lineups for tonight's ball game.
All right, for Galena, they're going to start number 1, Brandon Strepp. Number 3, Jack Perry. Number 4, Thatcher Botkin. Number 23, Zane Turner. And number 34, Quentin Cox. And for your Trojans, they're not going to mix very much up. They're going to run out their senior Ethan Brooks, junior Ranson Bourne, senior Aiden Chorkey, senior Colton Dressler, and junior Scott Moore.
Now, I know the first time these teams met, Ethan Brooks wasn't in action yet, but I'm pretty sure he was back on the 30th of January. So Galena's seen Ethan once as well. And the Trojans, in that first matchup, I think Aiden Troike had about 25 points. And so they're going to need some of those guys to have big nights here tonight. And you always like to have a big night in the playoffs. And so hopefully the Trojans take care of the basketball, kind of clean it up on the defensive end as far as rebounds go and limit the chances for Galena. All the things you do to try and win a basketball game, Jess. I mean, it's just all of that. Do all of that.
And the most important part of you got to score more points than the other team.
You should definitely be ahead when the time runs out. That's the ultimate secret. And those are the pearls of wisdom you get here on Girard Sports Live as part of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. That's brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. I'm not sure if I just can't remember that I read that, Jess, so there we go. We're going to make sure we get that one in there. All right, we'll take a quick break. Those starting lineups that we just read were brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Ava Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. Now, we'll step away for a break, and we'll be back for about 8 minutes away from tip-off here between the Trojans and the Bulldogs. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Caney Valley High School, Caney, Kansas. About 5 minutes away from tip-off tonight's game between the Girard Trojans and the Galena Bulldogs. This is the Kansas Class 3A Sub-State semifinal. On the boys' side, here for this Caney Sub-State, the winner will go on to play Riverton on Saturday. They defeated Frontenac here earlier. If I was a smart man, I'd have written down the score. But Riverton won by a lot.
By like 18.
Yeah, by 18. So, no doubt about that one. We're playing. If we win this one here tonight, Riverton on Saturday.
At 5. Looks like the boys play at 5, girls play at 6:30.
What?
That's what it says. Saturday.
I don't ask questions anymore. We'll just go with it. Whatever they say, Jess. Whenever they say they're going to do it, we'll be here. Boys at 5:30, huh?
5. Tip off, 5 o'clock. Girls to follow at 6:30.
They just want to make sure we don't try to have a Saturday or anything before this thing starts. No fishing for you, buddy.
Last Saturday of basketball season, we ought to be.
Well, you don't know that.
True.
You don't know that. You better hope not, buddy. Better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Do they? They play the state game on the weekend.
Yep. That is correct. Actually, I think it goes through the 9th. So Friday. Oh, I don't know. I need to do more homework, I guess.
That'll be in Hutch. If whoever can get the winners of this sub-state will go to Hutchinson. I think.
You're right, dude.
I was only wrong one time. You know when that was?
I don't know, but I bet your wife does.
That was the time I thought I was wrong.
Yeah. Oh, touche.
Yeah.
All right. This roster in front of me, so prepared for substitutions.
That's if I have one thing I would like to talk to whoever prints these rosters are.
The size of the type?
Yeah, 48 years old with contact, so I can see the court. There's no way I can read that.
Yeah, it's
number 4
some of the
font.
teams, if you got a bunch of kids coming out, it's not so bad for some of them, but like Girard, that's biblical print. That's tiny.
Yeah.
It's like reading the white pages.
Looks like Coach Watt at Frontenac's going to move our iPad that's in the way, so thank him. Thank
Boom.
Willie Watt.
Yep. Shout out. Well, Trojans won both matchups against Galena so far this year, but that doesn't mean much. Galena's one of those teams that's steadily improved throughout the year, and they beat the home team, Caney, back, what was that, Tuesday night, to earn the spot in this game. So they've already played one on this floor. I don't know if that gives them an inherent advantage or not, but Trojans had a home game, defeated Cherryvale, even though they did not bring their road uniforms. It was a bit of a fiasco at the beginning of that one. Almost didn't happen. Thought Cherryvale might have to forfeit the game. But Coach Westcott dug out some old uniforms from, gosh, what was it, like 2015 or so. And they were able to get the game played. And the Trojans won by upwards of 50 to earn a spot here tonight. And they will be the home team tonight. And Galena brought their road uniforms. And we're getting set to introduce.
It's always a plus.
Getting set to introduce the starting lineups. You know, just like you do, Jess. Like you do when you go on the road.
Or if in doubt, you know, you could pack both.
Is that the traveling secretary's job?
I don't know who's involved in that on a high school level.
I'd hate to think it was one particular kid's mom.
Yeah, I would blame. I would always find someone to blame, though.
Wouldn't doubt blame the principal.
Right.
Yeah.
Or home ec teacher maybe. I don't know.
You get easy on those home ec teachers. They're the ones who fill up the hospitality room. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take it from the
Come on. Oh, national anthem time. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer rock leveling and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured. Locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Welcome back to Caney Valley High School, Caney, Kansas, getting set for the opening tip, brought to you by Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Larrett Ceramics, great gift ideas and supplies. You can buy your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Larrett Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. Ethan Brooks gets it underway quickly for the Trojans with his first bucket. They're out to a 2-0 lead after controlling the opening tip. This is Zane Turner handling up top. He'll give it up to Thatcher Botkin. Looking for a cutter, but cut off by Moore. Now he'll get over in the corner to Quentin Cox. They'll swing it around. Botkin driving, kicks back out to Cox again. He'll put it on the floor into Scott Moore. The shot is good for Cox. A good take off the dribble for Quentin Cox, but a contested shot that he's able to get to fall. And we're tied at 2. Ethan Brooks with it into the lane, kicks out to Ranson Bourne, and he traveled with it, got a dribble before you move both feet, and that'll turn it over. First turnover of the night on the Trojans. They'll give it back to Galena here, tied at 2. 7 minutes to play first quarter. Turner with it up top to Cox, swings it around to Botkin. Looking down low for Perry. He'll swing it back up top to Stroop. Now Cox with it again as Ethan Brooks trying to deny Jack Perry the ball. Perry gets it to the elbow. Shot on the way is good. Brooks has got to stay in front of him and not get caught reaching. Trojans trail it 4-2. Cross-court pass to Dressler. His shot off the glass. A gimme won't go. And the rebound comes down to Perry. And he's back on working on the offensive end to Cox, top of the key, over to Botkin on the wing. Now Stroop with it. Back to Cox on the wing. He'll give it up to Perry, being guarded very closely by Brooks. Now cross court, over to Stroop, into the lane, in trouble, and he's whistled for a walk. And Aiden Troike was signaling it about 2 seconds before the ref called it. And that's the first turnover of the night for Galena. We'll give it back to Girard. Trojans trailing it by 2. First quarter. Troike handling it up the floor. Guarded by Turner. Has a screen from Dressler, doesn't use it. Now twists into the lane. Steps through, off the glass, won't go. Rebound Cox. And you're going to get a foul after the rebound on Troike. Not a smart foul. Those are the type of fouls that you just hate to see him make, because that one was decided. Cox had it. And Troike reached in and picks up the foul. First personal, first team foul on the Trojans. Now Galena with it here, working with a 2-point lead. Botkin will handle it up the floor. Over to Turner. Back down to Botkin on the baseline. He'll kick up top to Stroop. Working against Dressler, into the lane, picks up his dribble, back up top to Botkin. Working off a screen from Stroop. Cox with it on the wing, Stroop in the corner. Kicks it up top for Botkin. Nice look to find Perry, streaking to the bucket. Jack Perry's got 4 points. And Galena lead is 4. Troike with it near side, down in the lane to Scott Moore. He's fouled, shot won't go. Whistle that one on Quentin Cox, that's his first. And it'll send Scott Moore to the line to shoot 2. And if you're the Trojans, that's what you want to do, because once Galena starts going to the bench, it's not as deep.
Right, and I know we're trailing by 4 here early, but we've got a couple really good looks under the basket. And
just haven't gotten to fall.
Yep.
It's like watching the games from earlier this year. Moore misses the first.
Got a little bus lag left in their legs, I guess.
You could get it. It's about a 2.5, 3 hour bus ride to get out here. Moore hits the second. Trojans trailing it by 3. Not showing any pressure as Perry will dribble it up the floor for Galena. We'll give it up to Zane Adams, who just checked into the game. Snuck in there on me, Jess. Parried inbound to Cox in the corner. Up top to Turner, and they'll set it up. Galena being very deliberate, trying to take some of the air out of the ball. The basketball equivalent of a ground game in football. Perry with it. And they're going to whistle Ethan Brooks for a blocking foul. That's his first, second team foul on Girard. Turner will handle. Off the inbound, guarded by Troike. Now Turner on the baseline trying to find Perry, and it went out of bounds, and it'll be Trojan ball. Second turnover on Galena, but Perry had pretty good position there, just couldn't handle the pass. And now Girard with it, trying to cut into this 3-point lead. Cam Smith into the game for Girard. They get it down low to, he wasn't touching the ball when he stepped out of bounds, but they're going to say Ethan Brooks stepped on the baseline. And that'll turn it back over to Galena. Trojans can't make up any ground here. Turner will give it up to Adams. Back to Perry. His shot no good, but the rebound comes straight down to Zane Turner. Gets it over to Cox on the baseline. Back up top to Perry, working against Ethan Brooks. He'll elevate from the free throw line. The shot no good. Rebound, Aiden Troike. Trojans attacking back the other way. Here comes Ethan Brooks stepping through in the lane. His shot is good. 4 points for Brooks. Trojans cut the lead to 1. Cox with it up top. Perry with it, guarded by Brooks, kicks it over to Cox on the wing. Back up top to Zane Turner, into the lane, gets away with a little push. This is Lincoln Kimberling, excuse me. Now Perry with it. Gets Ethan Brooks off his feet, and the little jumper from the free throw line's good. 6 points for Jack Perry. Lead back to 3. Now the Trojans with it on the offensive end, working around the perimeter. Get it down the lane to Scott Moore. Dribbles off his foot, out of bounds. Third turnover on the Trojans. Now Galena back with it, trying to build on that 3-point lead. Zane Turner. Over to Kimberling. I'm sorry, this is Kimberling. Now Perry, he'll pull the trigger on a long 3, and it's good. Got to get a hand in his face. The Trojans just standing there looking at Jack Perry, and he's shooting the lights out. He's got 9 points of the 11 for Galena here in this first quarter. Ben Cullen just checked into the game, or Ben Cullen, excuse me. That pass poked away. Tracked down by Ethan Brooks. Into the lane, had his pocket picked by by Perry. And a timeout called by Coach Westcott to save the possession, as that was getting ugly down there under the bucket. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. And Jess, right now, Trojans playing pretty much Galena's game at this point.
Right, Galena's slowed it way down to limit Girard's possessions, but when Girard runs the court, they've got a couple easy layups, but when they've had to settle into their half-court offense, it's just not been real pretty.
Yeah, and they've had a couple really good looks at it point blank and haven't been able to get them to fall.
Yep.
And those 4 points would be pretty big right now as Trojans trailing by 6. It would be a one-possession game, but you got to execute under the bucket. The Trojans haven't done that here early. 1:34 to play, first quarter. Winner goes on to play Saturday against Riverton. In the sub-state final, the winner of that game, of course, goes to Hutch for state. Trojans need to take care of business against Galena here. They've defeated the Bulldogs twice already this season, and the CNC League is tough, and trying to beat somebody 3 times a year is a tall order. Ransom Bourne with it up top. Being guarded by Botkin, Kimberly, out to Cam Smith. Long 3, way off the mark. And the rebound comes down to Cox. That was an NBA range 3-pointer. And Smith off the mark. Kimberling with it. Gets it down low to Perry, elevates in the lane, shot on the way, short of the mark. Rebound, Dressler. Now Trojans got to stop. Let's see if they can get some points here. Bourne driving baseline. And he's going to be fouled, and I think they'll get Kimberling with this one. And it's going to be on the floor. It is on Kimberling. That's his first, second team foul on Galena. Cox will sit. Bryson Stroop into the game. Brooks will elevate from the elbow. No good off the back iron. Rebound comes down to Thatcher Botkin, one of the smallest guys on the court. The Trojans just aren't executing in the half court. Perry trying to clear it out as he's working against Ben Cullen. Now he'll give it up to Botkin, working against Ransom Bourne. Botkin gives it up to Perry. He could be holding for last shot here. We're down to 15 seconds in this first quarter. Perry with it, working against Ben Cullen. Takes a look at the clock. 8 seconds and counting. Crosses back over, elevates. 3 on the way, way short. Out of bounds. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Trojans trailing it by 6, 11-5 against the Galena Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Galena will have the ball to start the second quarter. Trojans trailing it by 6. Came in here as the 1 seed, but they have not played well on the road this season, and this is a heck of a bus ride to get here. And I don't know Trojans force the turnover there. And now let's see if we take care of the ball on this end. Troike with it. Into the lane to Bourne. Thought about the turnaround. Now he'll kick it back out to Aiden. Down the lane. Off the glass and good. And the foul. First bucket of the night for Aiden Troike.
Hope didn't give him the bucket. Called it on the floor.
Oh, my goodness. On the floor on the way to the bucket. Troike to inbound. Who did they get that one on? Called it on Brandon Stroop. That's his first. Down low, Scott Moore with it. He's fouled. And I think they're going to get Cox with this one. And that'll be 2 on Quentin Cox. And Scott Moore will head to the line. He's 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. Stops the clock. 7:27 to play, first half. First shot is good. Cox will take a seat.
You take advantage of that. He's their only decent sized.
Lincoln Kimberling back into the game. I think that's who came in for him. Moore's second shot is good. 3 for 4 for Scott Moore. He's got 3 points. Trojans trail it by 4. Zane Turner handling up the floor. Stroop with it now on the wing to Jack Perry. Trojans got to stop him. He's been killing them tonight. He's got 9 points. Botkin with it. Back up top to Kimberling. Around to Stroop. Now Turner. Botkin at the free throw line. Throws it off the leg of Moore. And it'll stay with Galena. 6:52 to play first half. Scott threw it off the back of his leg. Wasn't much you could do to catch up with it. Turner to inbound from the right baseline over the top to Jack Perry. Now Kimberling, they'll swing it around the horn. Botkin with it now in the corner. Stroop with it up top. Turner thought about a very long 3, and now he'll back it out. Trojans need to keep Perry in their crosshairs. Don't lose him. Right now he's being guarded by Ranson Bourne. There's about a foot of height, the differential there. Scott Moore coming over to help out a little bit. Botkin with it. Turner back to Botkin. This could be about a 5-minute possession here if the Trojans don't force the issue. Perry with it into the middle to Botkin. He'll dribble it back out. Over to Stroop into the corner. Turner thought about it. Now back up top to Stroop. I don't think they're really. Back down low to Botkin on the baseline. Now he'll kick it over to Perry in the corner. He'll raise up over Bourne and hits it. That's why you got to have a taller guy, I would think, on Jack Perry, because he can shoot right over Ranson Bourne. 11 points. Bourne in the lane. He's fouled. And we'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Got this foul on Stroop. That's his second. I think if you're the Trojans, Jess, you just got to keep going to the bucket and being aggressive. Try and get these guys into some foul trouble. Bourne's shot, first shot way short of the mark. Second one rattles in. Trojans can't be trading 3s for 2s and 1s for 2s. Right now they're trailing it by 5.
Yeah, they need to figure out some way to speed this Galena offense up.
Hotkin with it. Bourne trying to pressure him. But now he'll throw it over to Kimberling. And he loses it. Oh, Dressler comes away with it. They're going to say he stepped on the line over there.
Good play there by Colton.
Almost. Perry to inbound. Gets it into Botkin. Now you could trap him there. He's up against the backcourt line, but the Trojans let him off the hook. Back over to Turner. Middle of the lane. Back out to Botkin. 3 on the way. In and out. Rebound Scott Moore. Now Trojans need to work a little bit quickly. Dressler with it, over to Troike on the baseline. They're going to whistle him for a walk. I don't know about that one. The first one was definitely a walk. Trojans a little indecisive when they're getting the ball. Turns it right back over. Kimberling over to
get a kick ball by Dressler.
Well, these guys are right on every call against Girard. Right on them. Parried inbound into the backcourt to Botkin. I mean, at this rate, Galena could just walk around with it and play keep away and slow this game down, which is what they're doing. Into the corner, shot on the way, in and out. Rebound, Aiden Troike. Over to Brooks for three. Off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Ranson Bourne. Off the glass and good. 3 points for Bourne. Trojans trailing it by 3. Botkin with it, getting trapped. Stolen away by Bourne. Be careful. Gets it down to Troike on the baseline. Back out to Bourne. He'll launch a 3. It's good. 6 points for Ranson Bourne. And we're tied at 14 with 3:43 to play first half. Timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second. We'll stay right here.
Yeah, so Galena playing this slow ball, trying to limit Girard's possession. So all they have to do is take care of the basketball and score when they have it. And they'll Galena have to start playing catch up. They haven't give us that 3 point.
Yeah, it was 11 earlier. They need to update the scoreboard.
Right.
Yeah, Girard's coaches are over there like, hey, he's made a 3-point bucket. We had 11 to start with. You're 3 points short. There it is.
Yeah. Good call, Leonard.
Yeah.
That's a long 30-second timeout.
Well, you know, they had to sort out some accounting difficulties. You know, Trojans have battled their way back into this one. 0-0 now.
Yep, start over.
As my granddaughter would say, do better. Perry will handle it up the floor for Galena. Gives it up. Trojans playing a little box and one, I think, on Perry with Ethan Brooks shadowing him around the floor. Shot on the way, in and out. Rebound, Scott Moore. Gives it up to Troike. He handles it. Into the lane. Throws one up off the glass, out of control, and that's going to give it back to Galena. Get it under control, coming down the floor. Trojans never were. And they're fortunate they can get an offensive foul or something else on that possession because it was out of control from the start. Now there's going to be a conference at the scorers table. What is going on, man? What are we counting here? We should be tied at 14. I don't know what we're arguing about here. Well, Galena's coach unhappy about something. Not quite sure what, other than the score maybe. I don't know what
yeah, I don't think he's got.
He's wrong. The score is right. That's an assistant.
Right. His head coach just made him sit down.
Yeah, like sit down, bro. Turner will handle it up the floor for Galena after we get all the clerical errors out of the way. Middle of the lane, back out to Turner. Guarded by Bourne. He'll give it up. And back into the lane to Kimberling. Now Turner back to Kimberling. Back to Turner. He'll set his feet, take a three, and it's good. Saw that one coming. Trojans leave Turner at the three-point line. Now Bourne a little bit out of control. Troike elevates from the free throw line and knocks it down. That's the first bucket for Aiden Troike. Trojans trailing it by 1. Perry gets it over to Adams. Out top to Stroop. Now Turner with it. This is Bryson Stroop. Kimberling back out to Turner. Stroop's pass deflected, but Kimberling comes away with it. Now he's in the corner, gets it down low to Turner, and the Trojans lost him, and he gets an easy bucket. 5 points for Zane Turner in the last 30 seconds, and Galena leads it by 3. Into the corner, Troike thought about it. He'll drive baseline off the glass. It's good.
And they could do that every time down the court.
Trojans back down by 1. Turner with it. Back over to Adams. Turner slowing it down. I don't know if they're holding for last shot here with a minute and a half left or not. Stroop back out top. Trojans just going to let them do it. Back to Kimberling. Into the corner. Stroop will take it off the mark, and that'll turn it over to the Trojans. Hit one of the cables above the goal,
yeah,
and that'll turn it over.
There's a strap that hangs pretty low right above the rim on both baskets.
Stroop will sit, and Botkin checks back in for Galena. Ransom Bourne handling it, top of the key, gets it over to Ethan Brooks, into the corner to Dressler, back up top to Troike. Free throw line, Troike's pass deflected. You don't leave your feet to pass normally. And Troike's pass stolen there. And Galena can pretty much hold for the last shot here. Leading by 1. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. 5th of the night for the Trojans according to my books. Turner with it. Back over to Botkin. All of a sudden looks very unsure with the ball. Back to Turner. And a timeout, Galena. And they'll talk it over. Coach Matt Meyer wants to talk to his team. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Man, that half-court offense for the Trojans hasn't looked very good tonight. And they turn it over right there, trailing by 1. Had an opportunity to take the lead and just couldn't take care of the basketball.
Yeah, not a whole lot of movement without the basketball. Everybody just kind of standing around waiting for someone else to do something. Half-court adjustments coming up at halftime. So
just want to keep them off the board here. And that means some perimeter defense and not losing your man when they cut. We'll see what kind of defense Trojans run. I saw a little bit of box in one. Looks like a little bit of zone. We'll see what we get here. Buried inbound, way back in the backcourt to Turner. He's got plenty of time as he walks it up. 15 seconds and counting. Here they go. Botkin back to Turner. Working into the lane, kicks it out, ends up back with Botkin. Over, shot on the way, off the mark, and that's going to do it for the first half. Trojans trail it by 1 at the break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Family Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan Athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back to Caney Valley High School. Caney, Kansas at the break. The Trojans trailing it by 1 to the Galena Bulldogs. This is the GN Bank halftime show brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. Let's take a look at some of our halftime stats brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie. Dirt's heavy, so trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling, and leveling. Call B&B Excavating at 620-724-8542. First, for the Galena Bulldogs, they're led in scoring by Jack Perry. He went absolutely berserk in that first quarter. He's got 11 points. Zane Turner has 5, all of those in the second quarter. And Quentin Cox with a bucket to round up the scoring for Galena. For the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Ranson Bourne. He's got 6. Aiden Troike and Ethan Brooks with 4 points each, and Scott Moore with 3 on 3 for 4 from the free throw line to round out the scoring for Girard. Just not much of an offensive explosion in that first half for the Trojans, as there's some things that were working for them and they just didn't go back to them. And we'll see if they can get that corrected at the half. Jess, it seems like if they would get the ball down low, they're getting good looks at the bucket. Eventually those are going to fall for Moore and Dressler. It's just got to be patient enough to stick with it and keep feeding the ball down there.
I agree, and make good passes, good entry passes to where they can handle them, and just we have an obvious size advantage and just need to exploit it here.
And as far as Galena's offense goes, the guy who's killing you is Jack Perry. Somebody needs to be like in that dude's back pocket,
triangle in one, box in one, whatever you call it. Yeah,
stick on him like glue. Make his life miserable.
Force someone else to beat you,
right?
Because I don't think they have it.
They don't, and Perry just keeps finding his way to the buckets. He's been doing it all year.
Yep, he's a good player.
He is
really
he is a baller, and if they had two of him, look out, you know. But fortunately for the rest of the CNC and the teams in the sub-state, there's just one Jack Perry on Galena right now, and he's doing his damage tonight. 11 points in this first half, leading all scorers. Trojans trailing it by 1. We'll step away for another break. We'll be back with more of the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Canara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Canara Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you, and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back to Caney Valley High School, Caney, Kansas. At the break, Trojans trailing it by 1, 19-18 to the Galena Bulldogs. The winner of this game will go on to play Riverton on Saturday in the championship on the boys' side for this sub-state. And the winner of that game, of course, will go on to the state tournament in Hutchinson. Trojan girls playing tomorrow night against Riverton. And the winner of that game will go on to play on Saturday as well. We'll find out who their opponent would be coming up tomorrow. Trojans will play the early game tomorrow, so It'll tip off around 6 o'clock. We'll have that for you here on Girard Sports Live. I'm going to have to leave Pittsburgh at like 3 o'clock, Jess. 2:30.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh. Jack Perry leading all scorers with 11. He's kind of trying to will his team to a victory. And last year's Trojan basketball season ended with a loss to Galena in the championship game of Sub-State. And so the Trojans trying to keep from a repeat of that fate. As Girard will have the ball to start the second half. Original starting five on the floor for both teams. And Ransom Bourne will handle for Girard. Troike with it on the wing. Looking down, gets it to Bourne. He'll pull the trigger on a three, way short. Gets his own rebound. Off the glass and good. 8 points for Ransom Bourne. He leads the Trojans in scoring. And they lead it by 1, 20-19. Galena still operating pretty methodically offensively with Botkin with it way up top. Trying to get it to Jack Perry, and Ethan Brooks trying to prevent that. Perry working off a screen. Reverses on the baseline. Now they'll swing it over to Stroop. Back to Botkin, back to Stroop. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Dressler, and that's a great possession if you're the Trojans. And there's a foul on Troike down the floor. They're going to whistle that one on Zane Turner. That's his first. And it will send Troike to the line to shoot two. Troike's first shot, good. He hits them both. Trojans up by 3. See if they can get another stop here. Botkin to Stroop, back over to Botkin. Now to Turner. As Perry continuing to work. Ethan Brooks trying to keep him from getting the ball. Turner with it into the corner. Tries to get it to Cox. It's knocked away by Bourne, and they're going to whistle Ransom with the foul, and he did get in there with quite a bit of contact. That'll be the first on Bourne. First team foul on the Trojans in the second half. Parried inbound from the left baseline. Gets it into Cox in the corner. Back out to Turner. Now Perry with it. Near side. Kicks it back over to Botkin. Into the lane. Loses his dribble. And a timeout called by Coach Matt Meyer to save the possession for Galena. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Trojans by 3. 6.5 to play third quarter. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
Galena with it coming out of the timeout. Perry gets it into Turner in the corner. As Trojans continue to play a box and one on Jack Perry. They'll get it down low to Cox. Kicks it back out to Turner. Now back around to Stroop. Back to Turner. Now Stroop with it, looking for Perry. Back to Turner. They really want to get it to Jack. Turner will just hoist up a three. It hits. No hand in his face. And he hits the three. He's got 8 points. And we're tied at 22. Brooks with it on the wing. Guarded by Stroop. Back out to Ranson Bourne. Now back to Brooks. Around to Scott Moore. Bourne with it on the wing. Up top to Dressler. Back to Moore. And Trojans bigs are touching it, but out at the three-point line. Now down to Scott Moore in the lane. Step through. Good look. And Moore gets the bucket. He's got 5. Turner with it on the wing. Dressler with a hand in his face. Don't get it to Cox at the free throw line. Now Botkin. He'll swing it back out to Turner. He'll go into the corner. Now drives baseline. Kicks it to Cox. Shot on the way off the mark. Tipped around. Botkin comes away with it for Galena. Trojans had a shot there. Back to Turner. He'll put it on the floor into the lane. Steps through. Scoop shot's good. Not a lot of help there. As Turner hits it, he's got 10. And we're tied at 24. Troike with it from the elbow. Shot on the way. Rattles around. No good. Rebound. Jack Perry. Feed the bigs. Perry will swing it to Turner. Puts it on the floor again. Now kicks it back out to Botkin. Around to Turner. Guarded by Dressler. Now Botkin with it. Back over to Turner. Into the corner to Stroop. Trying to get it into Perry, and Ethan Brooks reached over his back and picks up the foul. It's 2 on Brooks. Galena's got a big student section here, Jess.
Yeah, they traveled well.
Trojans bring one?
Didn't look like it. Few people over there.
Are they watching the game? Cox gives it up. Perry, open shot for Turner, can't hit. Nobody there for the rebound for the Trojans as Cox runs all the way out to the three-point line to track it down. That time, Troike comes away with it. Ahead to Scott Moore. He's fouled. The bucket should count, but doesn't.
Call it on the floor.
He had a clear path to the bucket. The guy undercut him, and he just took one step, laid it in. That should be a continuation. Like we're playing in 1952. Kicks it back out on the inbound. Cam Smith for 3, nails it.
Boom, needed that one.
Big time. Trojans jump out to the three-point lead. Now get a stop. Turner with it into the corner. Now at the elbow for Cox. Back into the corner to Adams. Up top to Botkin. Adams will take it from the corner. No good. Rebound, Ethan Brooks. Could have gotten over the back on Perry. No call. Would have been the other way. Troike with it, top of the key. Drives into the lane, elevates, shot on the way. Pass it off. 4 other guys on the floor. Get it to your bigs under the bucket. Turner thought about a 3. Almost walked with it. Now gets it to Cox, and he's fouled. And we'll head to the line. Galena's doing a good job moving without the ball. Trojans not really. And Trojans half-court offense just looks forced right now. Cox at the line to shoot 2. First one off the back iron, no good. Ben Cullen checks into the game, replacing Ethan Brooks. Cullen will probably have the job of shadowing Perry if it doesn't fall to Troike. That one banks in for Cox. I didn't hear him call it, but count it anyway. Smith, and they'll swing it around. Bourne with it. Now Cullen with it on the wing. Looking down low. Into the lane to Moore. He'll put it on the floor. Into Cox. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Perry. Just a little bit rushed. Ahead to Turner. Got away with one there. Now Perry. They just called that on Troike in the first quarter as a walk. Perry with it. Back over to Turner. Drives baseline. Kicks it out. Pass tipped away and stolen by Ranson Bourne. He's fouled on the floor. Oh my, what?
What
did they call? They called him for a push-off. You got to be kidding me. This is that. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my gosh. All right. Turner will handle it up the floor for Galena after that totally awesome call. Into the corner. There's a walk. Back to Turner. Back into the corner. Three-pointer on the way is, of course, good for Kimberling. Hasn't shot it all day. Drained a three. And Galena's up by one. Back out to Smith. Three-pointer on the way. Off the back iron. Needs to follow his shot. Perry lost it. Troike with the play. Steals it and then throws it off of Perry. And it'll stay with the Trojans. That may have hit Perry in the lower abdominal region. He's walking it off. He's a tough guy. I don't know that I'd be walking that off. I'd probably still be on the fetal position down there on the floor.
I think we got a timeout.
Yep.
Full.
We'll take it as well. Trojans trailing by one, 28-27. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live. Welcome back to Caney Valley High School, Caney, Kansas. Can't say anything nice, Jess.
Yep, don't say anything at all.
Hit the mute button. That's the rule. Go ahead and say it. Just hit the mute button.
But what do they say? Survive and conquer, something like that. You got to get
persevere.
Yeah.
Endeavor to persevere. Trojans will have the ball coming out of the timeout. They're mopping up some perspiration off the floor in front of the Galena bench. Ransom Bourne will handle it up the floor. Try not to pick up another phantom foul. Down low to Scott Moore, wide open. There's the bucket. Yep. Every time.
Yep, they just need to keep doing that.
7 points for Moore. Trojans by one. See if they can get a stop here. Galena could be holding for last shot with 54 seconds left. It's kind of been the way they've operated tonight. Just trying to take the air out of it, limit the possessions for Girard. Girard hasn't been able to get anything going in transition. So Galena, their game plan's working thus far.
Yep.
Back over to Botkin. Down under 20 seconds now. Over to Turner. 10 seconds. Trojans not pressuring him. Looking for a screen. Now Jack Perry with it. He's going to raise up from last week, and it won't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Trojans lead it by 1, 29-28. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Getting set for fourth quarter action here in Caney, Kansas. Trojans leading it by the slimmest of margins. Here starting this fourth quarter. Galena will have the ball to begin the period. They'll get it into Botkin in the backcourt. Jess, they could be holding for last shot here.
They need to flip the possession arrow. There they go.
Three-pointer on the way from Turner, in and out. Rebound, Dressler. And the Trojans get it back here, leading by 1. Need some points this time down the floor. Cullen gets it to Ethan Brooks. Into the lane. Nice look to find Dressler for the open layup. First bucket of the night for Dressler comes with the fourth quarter. And the Trojans up by 3. Just haven't used their bigs, I don't think, enough. That was a walk. Thank you. All right. Trojans got a couple of those early in the game. Can be called both ways. And now we'll give it back to Girard. .07 to play. Dressler to Brooks in the corner. Up top to Troike. Nice feed to find Scott Moore off the glass. Moore anticipated contact and it wasn't there and missed the shot. Now Galena back with it. Chance to tie it. Turner pushing off. There it is. It went the other way earlier, and there's the call against Galena for the exact same thing. They got Ranson Bourne for a push-off earlier, and now they get Zane Turner for the same thing here. That's his second. First team foul of the fourth quarter. Bourne working off a screen. Hits Troike in the corner. Shot on the way is good. Stop and pop for Aiden Troike. He's got 8. Trojans by 5. Botkin mishandled the ball a little bit. Now gets it over to Perry. Cross to Turner. Now up top to Botkin. Galena being very patient with this possession. But if the Trojans can get a stop here, this is big. Botkin going to put it on the floor, working off a screen, kicks it over. Shot on the way is good for Kimberling. He's got a nice shot. He's got 5 points. And the role players for Galena stepping up here in this second half as Kimberling picks up the foul there. It's his second. Aiden Troike will inbound from the left baseline. Get it into Dressler, now back to Troike. Into the lane, Aiden elevates, can't get it to go. Dressler's rebound, no good. Put back, no good. Troike gets it up, and he's fouled. And they're going to get this one on Jack Perry. I believe that'll be his first.
Nope, called it on 10.
Okay. Got it on Kimberling. No, it can't be because that would be his.
Nope, 3.
Yeah,
You're
there
right.
we go. Troike's first shot is good.
Just a little slow entering it into the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know. He hits them both. Troike 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Trojans by 5. See if Galena keeps taking their time. 5.5 to play. Botkin with it. Cross way to Perry. Back to Botkin. Into the corner to Kimberling. Needs help. Gets it back out to Botkin.
Oh.
And they're going to whistle a foul on Bourne, even though he got a forearm shiv right in the chest. They're going to need to decide which way they're going to call that one and be consistent with it. That's second on Bourne. First team foul on the Trojans. The last 2 times that happened, it was an offensive foul, and then that one was a defensive foul. Botkin with it, driving into the lane, trying to get it, and they're going to have a kick ball as Ethan Brooks paylaid it. Botkin will sit. Brandon Stroop into the game. Parried inbound from the left baseline. Gets it over the top to Cox. Now Stroop with it on the wing. Gives it up to Turner. Now back out to Kimberling. Stroop with it to Turner at the free throw line. Back out to Stroop. Thought about it. He was open. Back to Turner. Oh, come on. And they're going to say a foul on the floor.
Ethan.
That's Ethan's third. Well, you can't get away with anything tonight, can he? Just don't touch anybody. Turner with it, way up top. He'll put it on the floor, drives the baseline, and they're going to say he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. That'll turn it over to Girard. Not a popular call with the fans from Galena, as they were hoping for a foul over there on Dressler.
Dressler worked his way through that screen.
Troike with it near side, up top to Brooks, around to Dressler now. Bourne with it. To the corner to Moore. Now Ethan Brooks elevates his shot in and out. And Perry will handle it up the floor for Galena, but Troike's going to hassle him. And now Turner with it.
That shot of Brooks was halfway down the net.
Been that kind of night. Turner, 3, in and out. Rebound, Brooks. Off and running, get under control. Stepping through. And a blocking foul. Got that one against Kimberling. That's his third, and it'll send Brooks to the line to shoot 2. Big free throws here for Ethan. First one off the mark. I don't think Ethan's made any sort of jump shot, anything but a layup tonight. So he's having a rough night shooting the ball. 30-second timeout between the shots. And we'll stay right here. Trojans just can't get much breathing room tonight. They've had the opportunities.
Hasn't been real pretty, but if they can maintain this 5-point lead here, Galena's hasn't been in a hurry all night, so we'll have to score a few more points, get a few stops, and
yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Meyer kind of puts his foot on the gas as far as their offense goes. They've been very deliberate in the half court. And it's burned a lot of this game away.
Reminiscence of Coach Chion.
Yeah. Get up by 4 and take the air out of the ball.
Whether you're up, that's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Galena come out playing that way.
So Brooks still has 1 free throw to take coming out of the timeout. Only 2 rebounders under there for the Trojans, Dressler and Moore. Second one's good. 5 points for Brooks. Trojans by 6. Perry with it. Cross court to Botkin. Thought about it. Now Zane Adams with it into the lane to Cox. Out to Turner. Shot on the way. Off the mark. Rebound Dressler. Trojans slow it down.
Yep.
Slow it down.
Playing with the lead.
Back up top to Troike. Now Bourne to Dressler. Back up top to Brooks. Bourne will drive into the lane. Kicks it out to Troike. Elevates from the elbow. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound Moore. And the putback is good. 9 points for Scott Moore. Trojans by 8. Perry with it. He'll just elevate for a 3 off the mark. Rebound Troike. And Aiden's going to handle it up the floor for Girard. Into the corner, Bourne. Now they slow it down a little bit. Here we go.
Good idea there.
Ethan Brooks with it. Now Dressler. He'll give it back to Brooks. Guarded by Adams. Now Dressler with it. Perry comes out to check him. Moore with it, top of the key. Gets it to Bourne. Botkin went all out for the steal. Didn't come away with it, almost. Back to Moore, top of the key now. Brooks with it. And there's a foul by Botkin. It'll send Ranson Bourne to the line to shoot 2. Ranson's 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. He's got 8 points. Chance to make it 10 right here.
Yes, free throws are going to be mightily important here in this final 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
In and out. Second one's good for Bourne. 2 for 4. He's got 9 points. Trojans lead it by 9. Perry into the corner. Shot on the way from Stroop. No good. Rebound Dressler. Slow it down. Ethan Brooks gives it up to Bourne. Ranson gives it up to Aiden Troike now to Dressler. Back to Troike. Troike has it stripped away. That was pretty much a foul, but whatever. Botkin with it. Hoists it up. No good. Rebound Brooks, and he's fouled by Botkin. That's the first foul tonight on Thatcher Botkin, but it is the 5th team foul on Galena, so every foul from here on out is going to send the Trojans to the free throw line. Ethan Brooks, 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. He's got 5 points, trying to make it 6. First one, no good. That first one's the hardest, Jess.
Always is, isn't it?
I think statistics prove that. Second one in and out. Rebound Dressler. The putback is good. 4 points for Colton Dressler, all coming in this fourth quarter. Gives the Trojans an 11-point lead. Turner turns it over. Now if you're Girard,
dribble this out.
Dribble.
Out.
Keep away.
Comes a full court pressure.
Gets it into Bourne. Back to Brooks. He'll get it across the timeline. Gives it up to Dressler off the glass and good. 6 points for Dressler. Trojans by 13. Perry trying to do it all himself. Step back three on the way, off the mark, short. Rebound, Scott Moore ahead to Dressler. Now ahead to Troike. Won't go. Missed layup again. Troike can't come up with the rebound. Time still ticking. Perry comes away with it. Down the lane, shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Scott Moore. Perry's kind of gassed. I mean, the guy's been out there on the floor all night. Scott Moore with the pass, gives it up to Ransom Bourne. The Trojans going to attempt to dribble it out. We'll see if Coach Meyer's going to call him off, and he does. 40 seconds and counting. It wasn't pretty the whole stretch, but the Trojans put it together in the second half. They survived this one. And you're right, that is the word, survive. And this is about as close as a 13-point win could be, Jess.
Oh, man. Yeah, the final score is going to be by 13, but it might as well have been by 3 because it was that close all night long.
Well, it's a good thing this one's over. My phone says it's time to stand up and walk around. So my watch, so can't sit here any longer. And the Trojans are going to advance with the 43-30 win over the Galena Bulldogs.
Well, stop the clock at 2 seconds.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? What's going on?
Now there's 1 second. Official calls it.
And that's it. Okay. Well, it wasn't the smoothest run thing at any level of the game.
No.
Whether it was at the scorer's table, the guys in stripes,
or the broadcast
crew.
Yeah.
Not the smoothest game. But it is in the books. Trojans win it 43-30. They'll go on to play Riverton Saturday afternoon here in Caney. So we'll have that one for you here on Girard Sports Live. Pregame will start about 30 minutes before tip-off, hopefully. And a lot of fans shaking heads and whoa. But the Trojans come away with the win. And girls play tomorrow night against Riverton. And so be a lot of Trojans and Rams coming up here in the next 48 hours. We'll step away for a quick break. When we come back, we'll fire up the Farmers Bank postgame show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Mathis Drug continues to be the area's choice when it comes to your family's health and wellness. New ownership, but the same commitment to community you've come to expect from Mathis Drug. Now offering medication synchronization. Get all your monthly meds at the same time at the same place. Mathis Drug.
Hi, I'm Bria Scheibe, pharmacist and new owner of Mathis Drug Store. Stop in today and ask us about medication synchronization.
Mathis Drug, still locally owned and operated. Call 620-724-4313.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
The 15-10, 5, Colt McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
It's like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley, the substituted freshman.
Fights forward, across the goal line, touchdown Trojans.
Welcome back to Caney Valley High School. Caney, Kansas. Trojans win this one 43-30 over the Galena Bulldogs. That makes the Trojans 3-0 against Galena this season on the boys' side, 2-0 on the girls' side. And just a back-and-forth game for that first half, a one-point game at the half. And Trojans able to stretch that lead over the second half. But you could tell Galena's game plan coming in was to really try and slow and muddy this thing up and limit the possessions.
Yeah, and they did a great job of it. Like I said, Galena gave Girard all they wanted tonight, but Girard able in that fourth quarter to take advantage of some stops and a couple turnovers. And
key rebounds by the bigs, too. I mean, there were some key rebounds and putbacks in there. And I'm thinking about Colton Dressler. He really showed up in that fourth quarter, finished with 6 points, all of those down that stretch in that fourth quarter to give the Trojans a breathing room to be able to hold Galena off and kind of take them out of what they wanted to do offensively, which was slow things down and take high percentage shots after possessing the ball for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And it really kind of forced them to speed up a little bit. And once they did that, they didn't missed a couple shots, and Trojans able to take advantage of it. And that was big coming down the stretch.
Yeah, in that little box and one, and they kind of took Perry out of that second half. He was on fire there to start the game, I don't think.
He had 11 in the first half and finished with 11.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that to me, that's kind of helped tremendously.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at those game totals brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car is anything short of total, take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. All right, first off, for the Galena Bulldogs, they're led in scoring by Jack Perry. He had 11 points, all of those in the first half. Zane Turner finished with 10, 5 in each half. Lincoln Kimberling had 5. And Quentin Cox had 3 to round out the scoring for Galena. For the Girard Trojans, they're led in scoring by Aiden Troike. He finished with 10. Ranson Bourne and Scott Moore had 9 points each. Colton Dressler had 6. Ethan Brooks finished with 5. And Cam Smith had a big 3 in the third quarter to round out the scoring for Girard. Right now we bring in head coach Rod Westcott. And, Coach, this one it weren't pretty, but you guys survived Galena tonight. And you could tell their game plan was to really slow the game down, try and take the air out of the ball. But in the second half, you guys were able to execute in the half court and get some stops when you needed them.
I thought our half court was terrible. I really did. I thought it was awful tonight. We didn't move the ball. We tried to do a lot of one-on-one and just didn't move the ball well at all tonight. I thought first possession of the fourth quarter was really the only good half-court possession we had on the night. We moved the ball. We got it reversed. I think we got Ethan coming off a screen and Ranson hit him. He drove and dished to KD, and it's bad when I can remember the one play that stands out that was actually looked like it was supposed to. But, yeah, we tried to do way too much on our own tonight, and it showed. That's why we scored 43 points. We were fortunate that they did not shoot it well. We took some chances and left a lot of guys open. Trying to shut Jack down. I think he had, what did they have, 14? I think he had 12 of their first 14, it seemed like. So, yeah, I got it right here. He's got 12 in the book anyway.
Well, I have him as 11, so there's that one I was missing.
There you go.
Yeah,
but,
I told Jess I'm missing one.
Yeah, he's a load, and he got it going early on there. Thought Ethan did a good job on him. We helped well on him running that junk. I hate that because you're not going to be able to get away with running that junk against everybody. We were fortunate tonight, but the name of the game right now is to survive and advance. So we get to play again Saturday, and hopefully we'll have a little better showing.
And Riverton coming up Saturday. You guys have already beaten them twice this season, and they're a talented squad, and neither one of those games was a blowout by any means. A last-second shot in Riverton to win it, and then a pretty tight one in Girard later on in the year.
They got some dudes, and North is a handful. They like to get up and down the floor, so we'll have to come ready to play, that's for sure, and get off our feet. I'm glad we got a day's rest. Probably didn't sub as much as we needed to tonight, but you got to roll with your seniors there and see what happens and give them an opportunity. But hopefully we'll play a little better. I think we will. We'll go back and watch some film tonight or tomorrow, and hopefully we can see some things that that we tried to do tonight that we're not capable of doing, and we'll get that corrected for Saturday.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for coming up and talking to us, and have a safe ride back to Girard, and we'll see you Saturday afternoon for the championship game here in Katy.
Yeah, sounds good. I thank the people coming out and all the ones that are watching at home. I think I got some birds watching on the TV, so I'm sure I'll have some coaching tips from them whenever I get done here. There'll be some good reading on my phone on the way home.
All right, Coach. That's head coach Rod Westcott of the Girard Trojans. Our post-game coach interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. All right, we'll step away for another break. We'll come back with more of the Farmers Bank post-game show. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
Welcome back to Caney Valley High School, Caney, Kansas. Trojans come out on top tonight, 43-30 over the Galena Bulldogs. They'll advance to play Riverton in the championship game Saturday afternoon. Girls back in action tomorrow night. They'll tip off at 6 o'clock as they take on the Riverton girls for a chance to play Saturday evening. And the boys' championship takes place earlier. The girls' game, the later game, because why not, for sub-state championship. This is the Farmers Bank postgame show brought to you by Farmers Bank. They're proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities they serve. Farmers Bank, looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. And Coach was sharing something with us during the break. He's got over 100 text messages. Don't text this man during a game. Oh, is there no decency left in this world? Anyway, I'm the only one with a microphone on, so we'll step away for our final break. We come back, we'll put a bow on this one. Trojans win tonight, girls in action tomorrow night. We'll see the boys Saturday afternoon in the championship game as they take on the Riverton Rams. The girls will face the Rams tomorrow evening, and it'll be the early game, so that'll tip at 6 o'clock, pregame about 5:30 from here in Caney. We'll step away for our final break. You've been watching Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured. Locally awesome. Member FDIC.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Welcome back one final time to Caney Valley High School, Caney, Kansas. Listen to what this thing will do. Listen to this. Hear this? Yeah. How about that? Yeah. Or this one. I don't know if anybody can hear that coming over the line. I don't know if that's going on the internet. Fake crowd noise. Yeah, that's the only time we'll ever get applause.
That Padoot-doo,
How about that? That's funky.
70.
Rub some funk on it. Bow. Padoot-doo. Yeah. Oh, no, not that one. There we go. So that's, yeah, okay. Now I'm learning the buttons. Now I know what they all are. So when you tell one of your jokes, I can just, here we go.
Waka waka.
I don't know if that's going down. I'm going to have to go back and watch this tonight, see if that's going down the line or not. But the Trojans come out tonight with a win, 43-30 over the Galena Bulldogs. They'll advance to the championship game on Saturday. They'll play Riverton at about 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that, on Saturday afternoon. The girls in action tomorrow night against Riverton. And if they win that game, they'll advance to the girls' championship game, which is later in the evening on Saturday. And that'll tip around about 6:30 or 7 o'clock. And so keep an eye on that. We'll be back in action tomorrow night. The girls have the early game. It'll tip at 6, pregame at about 5:30, as they'll take on Riverton for the third time this season. And you saw from the Trojan boys, it's hard to beat somebody 3 times in a year.
Always.
And Trojan girls going to have their hands full with that Riverton team that they're all very familiar with each other. So tune in for that one tomorrow night here on Girard Sports Live. And the Trojans try to punch their ticket to Hutch in the 3A state championship. But that's going to do it for us tonight. For Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Ledner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.